a Hollywood star isn't just about looks or talent, it's about having nerves of steel. The bright lights, the fame, the glamour, they all come with endless criticism. And if you think bad reviews or box office flops are tough, imagine what some of the biggest stars went through before they even hit the red carpet. Their resilience was forged in real tragedy, and that's what made them legends.
I know 50 times as much about trouble as you ever will. Besides, you owe it to me. You sort of belong to me. When you're a hobo, I found you.
Careful.
1. Jane and Peter Fonda. Jane and Peter Fonda, children of Hollywood legend Henry Fonda, were born into privilege, beauty, and talent. But their childhood was far from perfect. Henry Fonda, admired on screen, was distant at home. Peter described his father's parenting as plenty of criticism but no praise, while Jane remembered his comments focused mostly on her appearance. Their mother, Frances, battled mental illness and depression, spending long periods in hospitals. Jane later linked these early experiences to her struggles with bulimia. When Jane was 12 and Peter 10, their parents divorced, and Frances tragically died soon after. Henry initially told them she had a heart attack. Jane later learned the truth from a magazine, deepening their pain. Less than a year later, Peter accidentally shot himself, leaving a lifelong scar, and later inspiring part of the Beatles song, She Said, She Said. Jane spent much of her adult life seeking approval, often through relationships, only learning self-respect after her 2001 divorce from Ted Turner. Despite these early hardships, both Jane and Peter found healing through their work and writing, showing that even seemingly perfect families can carry hidden struggles, and that resilience can lead to growth. 2. Louise Brooks. Film historian Henri Langlois declared, "There is no Garbo, there is no Dietrich, there is only Louise Brooks." With her striking black bob, Brooks rose to fame in the 1929 silent classic Pandora's Box. Born in Kansas, she left home at 15 to study dance with Martha Graham and joined the Ziegfeld Follies in New York. Her talent and beauty attracted attention, including from wealthy patrons like Lord Beaverbrook, yet she struggled with intimacy, and a distant mother shaped her early relationships. Despite the success of Pandora's Box, career choices and her unconventional reputation kept her from lasting Hollywood fame. She lived in New York, Paris, and Wichita, often in relative obscurity, but critics always recognized her originality and screen presence. By her death in 1985, Louise Brooks had become a cultural icon, remembered for her independence, artistry, and timeless influence on cinema. 3. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando, born in Omaha in 1924, revolutionized acting. His childhood in Illinois was troubled. His mother struggled with alcohol, and his father, though providing financially, was distant and critical. Brando grew up amid neglect, harsh discipline, and a household full of blame, shame, and punishment. As a teenager, he often had to care for his mother during her struggles, which, combined with family tension, caused a stammer and rebellious behavior. Sent to a military academy, he discovered his talent for acting when a perceptive teacher encouraged him. This early recognition led Brando to New York and Stella Adler, setting him on the path to become one of cinema's most influential performers. 4. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin was born in London in 1889 to Hannah Chaplin, a struggling singer and seamstress. He never truly knew his father, and life was difficult from the start, with 3 sons by 3 different men and constant poverty. The family was eventually sent to a workhouse, and Charlie and his brother Sidney were separated. At Hanwell School, he endured harsh discipline, illness, and the long absence of his mother, who later was committed to an asylum. Despite these hardships, Charlie began performing as a clog dancer within a year. turning his difficult childhood into inspiration. His small frame and early struggles shaped his iconic tramp character, blending humor and pathos, and eventually earning him worldwide fame. 5. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn, born in 1929 to a Dutch baroness and a British-Irish father, grew up during the hardships of World War II. Her father abandoned the family when she was 6, leaving a lasting emotional wound, and her mother moved them to Holland, which soon fell under German occupation. Food scarcity and malnutrition affected Audrey and her siblings. She developed anemia and chronic health problems. She and her brothers sometimes hid for days to avoid forced labor, and one brother was sent to a labor camp. Relief from the Red Cross helped her survive these years. Her lean frame reflected her wartime struggles, yet the experience fostered empathy that guided her later humanitarian work. After achieving global fame in films like Roman Holiday, Audrey dedicated her life to UNICEF, helping children worldwide. She passed away in 1993, remembered both as a Hollywood icon and a tireless advocate for children. 6. Veronica Lake. Veronica Lake, born Constance Ockelman in Brooklyn, rose to fame in the 1940s with her distinctive peekaboo hairstyle and starring role in Sullivan's Travels. Early signs of restlessness and defiance later developed into struggles with schizophrenia, poorly understood at the time. Her family encouraged her acting career, moving to Los Angeles after she was spotted by a talent agent. By 19, she was a star, celebrated for her cool demeanor and glamour. Off-screen, Veronica faced turbulence, 3 failed marriages, the loss of a child, and growing alcoholism compounded by untreated mental illness. Her mother even sued her for support. By age 30, her Hollywood career had collapsed, and she drifted through odd jobs. When she died in 1973 with little money, a friend paid for her funeral. Despite personal tragedies, Veronica Lake remains an enduring symbol of 1940s Hollywood elegance and haunting beauty. 7. Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood, born Natalia Zakharenko, was guided into stardom by her ambitious mother, Maria, who crafted her Hollywood persona. By age 5, Natalie appeared in Happy Land, quickly becoming a successful child actress nicknamed One Take Natalie. Her mother continued to shape her career, arranging connections with powerful men. At 17, she starred in Rebel Without a Cause, which transformed her public image. However, Natalie endured painful experiences as a teenager, including exploitation by older men, with little support from her mother. As an adult, she struggled with alcohol and depression, undergoing years of psychoanalysis after a suicide attempt, but found some stability raising her 2 daughters. Natalie Wood died in 1981 under mysterious circumstances, leaving a legacy of iconic performances in West Side Story, Splendor in the Grass, and Rebel Without a Cause. 8. Sophia Loren. Sophia Loren was born in Rome in 1934 and grew up in impoverished Pozzuoli. Her father never married her mother, leaving the family in poverty, crowded with relatives, and facing community shame. World War II brought further hardship: scarce food, water rationed from car radiators, and daily fear. So thin she was nicknamed Toothpick, Sophia witnessed violence in the streets and endured extreme deprivation. At 14, she blossomed into a striking beauty. Her grandmother made her a dress from curtains for a local beauty contest, which she won, becoming the family's hope. From these beginnings, Sophia rose to international stardom, eventually winning an Oscar, though she never forgot the pain of her childhood. 9. Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth, born Margarita Carmen Cancino in 1918, grew up in a family of performers. She danced professionally by age 10 and performed in nightclubs with her father, gaining stage presence but also enduring personal strain. At 18, she married Eddie Judson, who controlled her career, changed her appearance, and gave her the stage name Rita Hayworth. This helped her break into Hollywood, where she became a major star of the 1940s, known for films like Gilda. Her personal life was turbulent. 5 marriages, including to Orson Welles, ended unhappily, and she faced insecurity and loneliness. Despite these challenges, her screen charisma and resilience left a lasting legacy, defining Hollywood glamour and demonstrating her enduring strength. 10. Clara Bow. Clara Bow, the original It Girl of the 1920s, was born into extreme poverty in Brooklyn. Her father struggled with mental health, and her mother battled illness and resorted to prostitution, leaving Clara's childhood marked by neglect and trauma. A childhood friend's death and her difficult home life haunted her, but she found escape in movies. Winning a Fan magazine beauty contest as a teenager opened the door to Hollywood. Despite threats and disapproval from her mother, Clara rose to stardom. Hollywood, however, was harsh. Her Brooklyn accent and behavior drew criticism, and fabricated scandals contributed to a nervous breakdown. By 30, she left the industry and later was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Despite adversity, Clara Bow's charm and screen presence left a lasting mark on cinema, embodying silent-era allure. Hollywood fame looks glamorous, but behind every legend is a story of struggle and resilience. These stars remind us that even through the darkest times, strength and talent can shine.